not a normal court. When you all got the ruling yesterday that you wanted, when you got the ruling a couple weeks ago that you wanted around election issues, around congressional maps and how they've been drawn, I didn't hear any claim of illegitimacy. Did you hear that coming from the radical left? I never hear this coming from the right. I hear anger at certain rulings, disagreement, but I don't hear the right say the courts are illegitimate. We just have honest disagreements. And for the most part, I think Democrats view this issue the same exact way as well. They might just have some honest disagreements. It's the radicals. It's the extremists. It's the fringe voices who want to destroy this institution because it doesn't decide the way they want them to every single time. And they will destroy it by delegitimizing it. And then when they convince people to find the Supreme Court as corrupt, they'll come out and say, well, see, the American people see this as a corrupt system. Let's stack the court to fix it. And sure, we're going to stack the court to ensure that our radical views are affirmed, but hey, that's what the American people want. Haven't you heard them say that this is an illegitimate court after, of course, we told them and put on a really big campaign to make sure that they see it that way? And then, of course, they go to the next step of hyperbole. Oh, my God, what's happening next? Well, let's go to noted legal scholar Whoopi Goldberg of The View.
Right. It just makes a kid, an Asian kid, a Native American kid, a black kid, feel like you don't matter.
Right.
Like you don't understand why my struggle is hard, or your struggle, or your struggle. You know, is this leading to no women in colleges soon?
No, but let's break down that remarkable comment. First of all, everyone struggles. Struggles are not based on skin color. Again, we're in 2023. Struggle is not based on skin color. It can be based on socioeconomic status. But did you know that there are white people who struggle? And you're saying that their struggle doesn't matter because someone else is struggling who has a different skin color. Did you know? Or did you skip the whole part about this case being brought forward on behalf of Asian students? Asian students who lost out on opportunity to get into Harvard because of the policies that said, you don't struggle enough. We're not viewing you as a racial minority. We're not giving you extra points. You're already overrepresented in colleges. So because you happen to be Asian, we're going to take away some points. Yet when she speaks, it's almost like she's not even familiar with what this case is even about. And we're supposed to believe this coming from Princeton professor Eddie Glaude Jr. He's from MSNBC.
We will return to elite institutions, more specifically being the space for a particular population, for predominantly white and Asian students.
Again, he's throwing in that Asian thing. I guess Asian is now the new white. We're going to go back to a time in which we're going to have racial segregation, but plus Asians. That's what he wants you to believe. What's going on at Harvard or Princeton or Yale or any college in which there's a disproportionate number of white or Asian people unless you cheat the system and give someone extra points or deduct points on the basis of race? Why are they all racist? Why do they hate black people? Seriously, I'm told that the very institutions that have implemented unconstitutional application processes, admissions goals to increase diversity, racial diversity, not ideological diversity, but racial diversity, those colleges are now going to revert back to racially segregated campuses. Why is that? What's going on? Was the only thing they weren't actually looking for diversity in a meaningful way? They just decided to phone it in with this policy, and once it's been deemed illegal, they'll go back to the way things were. The radical left is obsessed with identity.